Hey guys, welcome back to Cutman Reviews. This is one I've wanted to review for a while. It's a Sentinel 4-inch-nel Cutman and Super Megaman 2-pack. Looking over the accessories here, it comes with two stands actually. I only need one for display. It's a good stand, but I don't really have a lot of use for it. So most of the time I just keep those in the bags in general. Generic Sentinel stand, but you can see extra faces, hands, all that good stuff. These are each about 3 3/4 inches tall. So that 4-inch-nel line, 4-inch everything comes into play with these two. I mean, it is what it is. I think it's something that keeps the line from really going further outside of Mega Man and bodies that match Mega Man, but it's what it is. So alright, instead of the top up, top down view, we're just going to do a zoomed in roundabout of each of these guys. They're pretty small, so it would take like no seconds to scroll from the top to the bottom and stuff. And this way you can see them all at once. So here's Super Mega Man. And for those of you who don't know, this is also, I think it's called the Mega Man. It's like the roll armor. It's when Roll actually transforms and becomes armor for him. So pretty cool stuff in the games. And there, of course, is Cutman. Cutman actually, it works for Cutman because it's using that Mega Man 8 body. But even in the game itself, Cutman was the Mega Man sprite with a different head. So works out perfectly. But I'm just using this one to show off the articulation. Throughout pretty much all of these, outside of the Mega Man EXE, the articulation and articulation points are exactly the same. So good stuff. And I don't do it during this review, but in the gallery on Cutman.com, check it out. Link will be in the description, as well as the info button up top. These do swap parts, so the arms, hands, anything you want, you can interchange between the two bodies, as well as the bodies from the other Mega Man 4-inch-nel releases. So, pretty cool stuff. And I like that they pack a lot of articulation into such small figures, and that's why I wish that this line could go farther with, you know, more Maverick Hunters and stuff like that. Like, god damn it, some line needs to give me a Storm Eagle figure, but a Storm Eagle figure that's in scale with this kind of articulation would be it. Sentinel has the opportunity here to make a definitive Mega Man toy line, but I think the size really limits them on what they can do, because even with the different Mega Men, they're all 4 inches tall, you know. Mega Man 8 isn't the same height as Mega Man X, you know, etc., etc. But for this line, they all have to be the exact same height. 4-inch-nel, 4 inches, everything's 4 inches, it's all good. So even, I haven't done it yet, but I have the Ryoma from Get a Robo in this line, and it's weird because, you know, he's a human character and he's supposed to be blatantly taller, like, you know, I'm sure 6 feet in comparison to a robot that's 3.5, maybe 4 feet tall, but he's the exact same size as Mega Man 8. So, I don't know. The line's awesome, lots of articulation, but the size thing, it's really, it's kind of what it is. It's cool that you know what you're getting into when you get these toys, but I wish that it had potential to go farther, you know. As much as I want, like I said, a Storm Eagle and stuff like that with this kind of articulation, I don't want them the same size as Cutman. That makes no goddamn sense. So, alright, looking back at the articulation here, we're just going to get in a throw pose. I do like that the scissors, or the blades, whatever you want to call them, are removable from the top of the head. Everything swaps in and out pretty easily. They stay on really well as well. And I dig it. One thing to note when it comes to swapping the forearms, there's like a square-ish rectangular peg that these used to peg in, those forearm pieces there. And it looks like they're side specific because the female end inside of the forearm sets slightly off to one side. It's not side specific. All you have to do on the arm end, the male end, if that slot, the male slot, isn't over to that side, just rotate the whole thing around. It just rotates like a circle, and then it'll be on the other side. I'm explaining it here, but I'm going to do it with Mega Man in a second. You'll see exactly what I'm talking about, but Everything's fully interchangeable, even between the two arms and stuff like that. So if you want to have Mega Man have a blaster on his right arm or left arm, it doesn't matter. There's one blaster, it goes on both. I'm just telling you now how to, because when I show you in the video, it's like something that, it's so natural that it takes a split second. So, gonna him into an Iron Man pose here. For whatever reason, I got it during this video, but I didn't nail it like I did during the pictures. When I did it in the pictures, for whatever reason, it was so smooth. I don't know. I don't want to make excuses for myself here, but apologies for the fumbling there with this pose. And maybe it didn't take as long as I thought. You know, I was doing a little bit of jaw jacking here, but I'm telling you, when I took the picture, it was just like bing, bang, boom. All of a sudden, Iron Man pose. Just had to get the right angle. Alright, and there be Cutman. I really like that one. And Super Mega Man. I really dig this armor. There's another 2-pack that I'm about to do. I'll probably release that one tomorrow or something like that. The video and pictorial review. And you see right there what I did? How I just turned it around? That's so that the peg lines up with where the female end sits on the inside. So... and the face swaps on this are really easy. When I got it, I didn't look at the instructions. I was taking the mask apart and this and that. Face is just slide in and slide out. And it lines up with all the pegs and stuff like that. Just doing it that easy. So it's held by friction as well as pegs and things like that. It holds in really well. But it is a power armor and another one. I'm trying to think of what it is off the top of my head, and I cannot remember, but there's another 2-pack. And those are both red Mega Men, and it's kind of like, I don't know, with these 2-packs, they look really nice, but I wish that there was a little bit more variance in the Mega Man colors. Because at this point, you've got 3 Mega Men, but they're all red and white armors, you know? And you'll see, they all look quite different, but at the same time, these are small figures, and they are very much so the same base. So there are a lot of similarities to where, you know, this was an exclusive set that's long sold out, but I can see why people would choose one or the other over both, you know. And they're all Mega Man 8 armors, too. Put that into perspective there. There you go. And again, this has been the Sentinel 4inch-nel Super Mega Man Cutman 2-pack. Check out the full review, kumasao.com, as well as Facebook, Instagram. Subscribe here, like there. Follow me everywhere. I'll see you next review.